Hey guys, what's going on? It's Dylan back again with another DJI Mavic 2 Pro tutorial video, and today we're going to be in the intelligent flight mode known as QUICKSHOT. Now, QUICKSHOT has 6 different, I guess you could call them modes, that you can do 6 different quick shots that are basically just preset, programmed, cinematic looking shots that make it very extremely easy to do, just like these little quick shots, hence the name. And so anyways, they're really effortless to do. The main thing, guys, before we even get into these quick shots, before we open this up, first thing you want to do is you want to get your drone up and actually look at your drone, then look around and make sure that you are up higher in altitude than anything else around you. You can also actually use your drone you know, to kind of scan as well and see if you can, you know, see anything that's gonna cause a problem or obstruct anything. And so because the drone, once you set it at a certain altitude in these quick shots, it's never going to come down lower than where you start, but it will rise up in pretty much every quick shot mode. So anyways, that's just something to kind of keep a note. And with that being said, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into quick shots. So first thing we need to do is we need to get into our intelligent flight modes. And how you do that, far left of the screen, you see the 4 white icons. See the little remote? We're going to tap on it. That brings up our intelligent flight modes. Now, if you'll count 2 over from the one it starts on, which is normal, you'll go past hyperlapse, then you'll see quick shot. We're going to tap on that, and it's going to bring up a little tip / video for the quick shot known as Droney. It's a mode. It's pretty much the most popular, and it's the first one we're going to do. And Droney is kind of derived or birthed from the combination of the words drone and selfie. So anyways, basically what it does is what I like to call a 45 out. Basically kind of does a 45-degree angle. It goes away from whatever your point of interest, whatever your subject, your object is, and then also rises in altitude. So you actually can, guys, you can actually, it doesn't have to be you as a person that is your object or subject. You could do a building, a tree, whatever you wanted to, but just for the demonstration purposes of this video, we're going to use a person, which is me. Now you'll see as I move around, we have this little green thing that kind of keeps tracking me. That's just the camera, the drone software being smart, noticing, hey, there's something going on there, there's contrast, that might be what he wants to you know, track. So I could just tap on that, or you can draw a box around it and it'll recognize you. And as you can see down in the bottom of the screen, we have a big horizontal black box, and there are those 6 different quick shot modes that I was talking about. By default, which is in blue, which is the first one, we have Droney. So you notice that we drew a box around ourselves. We haven't pushed the record button, and I'm going to hit go. It's going to count down, and then it's actually going to start the Droney all on its own. My thumbs are off the stick. Sorry if the audio got bad. I put the controller, which I'm recording my audio, away from me. My hands are off the sticks, and it's doing this all on its own. If you look to the far right middle of the screen, that's your record button. Look, 80%, 90%. That's how far it's through the Droney. And also, it started recording on its own, and it stopped recording on its own. And now that the Droney quick shot is over, the drone is actually going to fly back automatically on its own where it started from. So that's the case for all 6 of these modes. Whenever you're done doing all 6 of these quick shots, the drone is going to fly back where it started from, and it's also going to start recording and stop recording all on its own. So with all that being said, let's just go to the next mode. So the far left of the screen, you see the 4 white icons. If you'll tap the little movie reel, which is the icon for quick shot, actually, I'm glad I made that mistake. Below that, that's the Droney icon. We're going to tap on it, and then it brings up your modes. So now we're going to click circle. So let's draw our box again. We have circle selected, and if you actually tap on circle, you can change. We have an option here. You can change it to clockwise or counterclockwise. By default, it's counterclockwise, so we're going to change it to clockwise. I hit the little arrow to go back, and I'm going to hit go. It's going to count down, and it's going to start recording on its own, and it's going to do the circle quick shot all on its own. So guys, it's important, like I said, to always make sure that you are up above anything, whether it's a naturally made structure or man-made structure. Obstacle avoidance is on, so it would probably be okay, but still, it's an expensive drone, it's an expensive toy. or whatever you're using your drone for, and you don't just want to, you know, be careless. So it's still just a good idea and good safe practice to make sure that you're up higher in altitude than anything that could cause problems. So there you saw it, just a real quick, simple circle. All right, down in the lower left corner, we're going to tap that circle icon, and then we're going to go ahead and go to Helix. Now you'll see it says what Helix does is it flies around a subject in a spiral while ascending. Tap the Helix icon to adjust flight direction before starting. So same thing, we can change the distance too, which is cool. So I'm going to go ahead and make it fly a little further away, and let's take it back to counterclockwise. We're going to select ourselves, and we're going to hit go. Now this Helix quick shot mode is very cool mode to use an editing technique, guys, known as speed ramping. And if you do any kind of video editing at all, you're going to be familiar with what speed ramping is. It's basically like to where you manually go in and you ramp up the speed really fast, and then you slow it back down to normal. Or you could actually slow it down to really slow and then speed it back up to you know, to normal. So anyways, we're 50% through. As you can see to the far right, my hands are off the sticks. It's doing all this on its own. Helix is actually probably one of my very favorite quick shots, for what it's worth. Now we're almost at 100%, and the drone will stop recording and fly back to its starting point. So very cool stuff. And then of course, guys, after I go through these next 3 modes, I'm gonna have all the raw files just back to back. I did 6 of them for you because there's 6 modes. Just the raw, you know, clips that the drone captured, and I'll put some text down in the lower left corner to remind you guys of what mode that the shot's in. But I just want to go through all these with the DJI Go 4 app interface, make you guys feel comfortable and know what's going on with quick shots. All right, so same thing, very lower left corner, we're going to hit that Helix icon to get to the next one. Rocket. Ascend straight upward with the camera tracking a subject. Tap the rocket icon to adjust the target altitude before starting. So we have some options. Let's just have it go, let's have it go up pretty high. Okay, we're going to click back, and we're going to draw a box around ourselves. We're going to hit go. It's going to count down to 1 and blast off. And here we go. 10%. So it's just going straight up. And as you can see, we're just at about 150 feet high. Boom, right there. And we are just now halfway through the setting, or halfway through the shot. Now it's about 60%. I'm looking at the far right, guys, at the normal record button, and you can see me down there. Maybe I'm waving my hand, and 80%, and we're getting close to 100%, and then it's going to be done. So there is the rocket mode, which is also pretty cool. We're going to wait for it to return back to its starting position here. Take a little bit, because I had it fly up pretty high, higher than the default that it's set at. And then whenever it returns back to its normal position, you'll notice that red ball on the far left of the screen with the white X will turn to, there we go, back to your 4 white icons. And hit the little rocket icon, lower left corner. Now we're doing Boomerang. Boomerang's cool. Fly around a subject in an upwardly sloped oval with the video finishing at the start point. Another great option to do to practice the speed ramp in your editing here, guys. And again, speed ramping, it's not something that DJI Go does. It's an actual editing technique that you use in the editing program. Instead of drawing the box, I'm just going to tap on the little green circle, and as you can see, it knew exactly what I had going on. Now here goes Boomerang. So what Boomerang does is it actually makes, you know, what I guess your stereotypical path of a boomerang, how it's supposed to work. I've never been able to get boomerangs to, you know, do what boomerangs are supposed to do, but actually flies kind of away from you, and then it comes right back, kind of like in a little oval pattern. And again, this is very cool mode to speed ramp in, because you can have it start kind of slow, then speed up real fast, then speed up real quick back, and then put it in regular motion. And it looks cool, just take my word for it. But anyways, 60% done with the shot. As you can see, now we're 70%. And it just does a really good job of keeping me, the subject, the object, the point of interest, whatever you want to call it, in you know, tracked, center frame, whatever you want to call it. So very cool to have these real quick little, you know, cinematic shots. You can just get them done real quick and very effortlessly. Okay guys, lower left corner, hit the boomerang icon. We're going to do our last one. This is new with the DJI Go, I'm sorry, the DJI Mavic 2 Pro and the DJI Mavic 2 Zoom. It's known as Asteroid. And actually, that's not fair of me to say. They might have had it on the Mavic Air. I don't own an Air, so I don't know. I don't want to give you guys any false information. So Asteroid's very, very cool. It flies backwards and upwards while recording video, capturing a sphere panorama at the end of the flight path, then combines the footage and panorama into a short video. Okay, so this is not going to look, this is going to look really weird when you're seeing it here on the interface, but here after this, after you see the DJI Go 4, what all's going on in the app and how you do these, like I said, when I play you guys the clips that just came right off my MicroSD card, you're going to be amazed at what this does. It does it all on its own. You don't have to do any editing. It does it all right here in the DJI Go 4 app for you. So we're going to hit, we're going to draw the box, then we're going to hit go. It's going to do its countdown. It's going to start recording on its own and do its own thing. So basically what this does is it starts off by kind of doing a droney, the same exact thing as a droney. It flies away from you and it ascends or goes up. And then I think when it gets to about 40%, if I remember right, let's see. Yep, about 40%. Again, my hands are off the sticks. It's going to start doing this weird looking deal where it's going to, basically it's taking pictures, guys, of the land all around so it can stitch together and make a tiny planet or a small world or 360 spherical picture or whatever you want to call it. And it actually does like the droney look, and then it kind of morphs into a tiny planet. And I know you can't see that right now. You're probably wondering, what is it doing? But like I said, here in a minute, I'll show you the raw clip as it came off of the microSD card. I didn't have to do any editing, and we'll show you guys what it does. So now it's done, and it's actually flying back to the home spot, and then it'll stop. And then there is all 6 of your modes for quick shots. Now I'm going to show you guys all the raw files. All right, guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to smash that thumbs up button. Also, please be sure to subscribe as I will, wow, let me try that again. Also, please be sure to subscribe as I will continue to have more DJI Mavic 2 Pro videos upcoming in the future. I enjoyed it, guys, as always. Everyone have a wonderful day. This is Dylan.